Hey, great morning to y'all. I hope that you've all woken up grateful again to be alive another day. And I hope that you've all set a high vibe, reminding yourself of all of the things that you have to be grateful for. And I hope when you're seeing a limit, hey, you're getting creative. And I hope when you're seeing any kind of obstacle, you're taking the time to learn. And I hope when you're seeing setbacks, you're taking the time to assess and you're redirecting your energies. But most of all, I hope you're practicing the pause. You know, I want to wish you all a happy Halloween. And I hope that you guys all have fun and exciting days. And I hope the weather this evening really pans out for everybody so that they can really enjoy themselves. It's been many years that every time it's Halloween, it's either raining or snowing or whatever. So I wish you all some wonderful weather tonight. And I can't wait to see all the pics. But now on to the live. Guys, you know, the only thing perfect in our experience is what's fueling us for it. Hey, happy Halloween, Sarah. Love you lots. Sending loads of love out there. I'm sure you've got the place really decorated. Kids ready for Halloween out there. Guys, honestly, the only thing that is perfect in our experience is what is giving us life. Okay? And when you realize that, you won't be so hard on yourself. Last week was really enduring for me. Very grueling, and I'll explain to you all why. Listen, I don't have any personal stress in my life. Yes, there's a lot of things happening, but the way I choose to see things and the way I choose to maneuver things, I don't easily get affected by things happening coming from me. All right? But what happens is I love unconditionally no matter what. And I believe that those that are the most ignorant, arrogant, asshole-like, whatever, these are the people that need the most love in their life. And I will do anything that I can in my power to make sure that I've assisted with a shift in a mindset. Doesn't matter what I have to endure through it. Now, nobody's experience is perfect. We all have stuff that we're carrying. We all have lived a life full of all kinds of stuff. If we've had parents that were drinkers, if we've had parents that were drug users, if we've had parents that were not greatly in control of their being and showing us the best way, well, guess what? We have been affected by that. And we're carrying so much of that with us. But our experience isn't meant to be perfect. Hey, great morning, Spinny. Spinny, happy Halloween. I'm happy to see you out here. Love you lots. Look, there's a lot of things that everybody's carrying. Belief systems, trauma of the past, hurt, shame, blame, guilt, denial, judgment. You have to let all of that go. The only thing that is perfect in your experience is the unconditional, infinite love that's giving you life. So when you accept that and you understand that, well, then it helps you maneuver, and it kind of like allows you to give you that breathing space that you so much need for yourself. We are the way we are because of what we've lived. Now, every day when you wake up, you're a brand new person. Why? Because you've lived yesterday. Every day when you get up, you have to tell yourself empowering things, and you have to leave all of that stuff where it's meant to be. Even if something upset you yesterday. So I'll get back to what I was trying to say before. Look, in my personal life, yes, there's a lot of things that I have to deal with. But personally, I don't get stressed out about it. I won't allow that for myself. Because I lived off of the hormones of stress all my life. Born into stress, lived stress, that's all I knew. until I changed it. Conscious choice. So yes, like a lot of you saw my videos last week. Thursday, I missed the live. That's how overwhelmed I was. Wednesday, I came in and did a very late live, very fast. Friday, I ended up in tears on the live at the end. It was a very grueling, hard week, but it wasn't from what I was doing to myself. It was from what I was allowing from others. Okay? And I'm very aware of that. Now, why do I put myself or allow myself through things? Because I feel sometimes as if, no, not that it's expected of me, but if I don't infuse the change, it never will happen. So I take that on, knowingly. But then once I take it on and I endure it and I go through it, well, then I can't sit back later and cry about it. And yes, it may be hard, but I won't beat myself up for the choices of others. I won't do that. So I encourage you all to do the same. So it ties into what I was saying about what we've lived all of our life. Anything that was inflicted on you that was not of your own doing, forgive it. Simple. And a lot of people say, how is that possible to even forgive that? Well, guess what? It's a simple choice. Forgive yourself and forgive everybody else. Forgive your reactions to the things that were inflicted on you. Forgive yourself because you know that you don't want to carry that stuff within your being. Okay? The only thing, like I said at the beginning of the live, that is perfect about our experience is what is giving us life. That's it. So don't seek outward perfection because you will never find it. Understand you're perfect from within. You have everything that you need to maneuver in any way and get through anything that happens today, no matter what it is. But it's what we tell ourselves through it that really affects us and really determines the results of anything that we're living. Because I'll say it again, you're perfect. What's fueling you is perfect. What is not perfect is everything else that you're carrying that is serving you no purpose or no good. Seriously. So, every day is a brand new day. You may have fallen short of grace. You may have not been as understanding as you could have been. Maybe you shamed somebody. Maybe you blamed somebody. Maybe you guilted somebody. Forgive yourself for that and be a better being today, no matter what it is. Because today's a new day and you're a brand new person and you could make anything happen today that you want for you. We waste so much of our time trying to make things happen for everybody else but our own beings. How do I know? Because I'm a perfect poster child for that. Tobi, the one that knows how to do everything for everybody else. But hey, always in my life put myself last. Okay? Until I started to understand that, hey, nobody matters more than me in my experience. And how could I ever think differently? Okay, and from that moment, my personal stress stopped. Because I realized that I was only stressed out because of the shit that I was bringing on. And I was taking on by others. Be okay within your being no matter what. And I encourage you all to do it. See, everybody can have a hard time. Even me, come on. Even with all of the knowledge that I do have and the understanding and awareness. Even I can have a hard time enduring things that just aren't good. But nobody should have to endure anything that's not good for them. But why do I do it? Because I love unconditionally. And I believe that everybody deserves a chance for better. And making people aware of change needed and giving them the allowance to change. That's why I don't walk away from people. That's why I don't give up on people. Because had I given up on myself, I wouldn't be here right now. So I refuse to give up on another. I just won't do it. But for me personally, yeah, I've got a lot of things going on in my life. But is that going to stress me out to the point where I'm not going to be able to function? No way, never again. Okay, so I encourage you all. Put yourself first. Understand that the perfection is what is fueling you. Your soul is perfect. Perfect. And there is nothing wrong with you. And if you're feeling stressed out and feeling out of control and feeling lost, it's because you have to go into your own being and figure yourself out. Aside from the belief systems, aside from everything you've lived, make some choices and concrete decisions for your own being to be okay, no matter what is going on around you. And trust me when I tell you, the shit that I have to live, I wouldn't wish it on another. But I take it on no problem. Why? Because I know what's fueling me is greater than anything that could ever happen to me externally. And the infinite unconditional love that gives me life is perfect. It's the power of the all-knowing. How could it not be? And it knows greater than I. So why would I not trust that? To maneuver me through whatever it is I have to live. But I will make the conscious choice for anything that I have to live not to mean enough to me for it to affect me. Yes, it'll affect me for a short period, but I will bounce back because that is what I do. Simple. You know, once you start getting that right, yes, you free yourself from a lot of crap that comes with the rest of the stuff. And I'll love myself unconditionally every single day. And I encourage everybody to do it, no matter who you are, what you're doing, what you're thinking, what you're saying. Because I'll say it again. The only thing that is perfect in this experience is what is giving you life. Okay? And we're always so stuck on trying to change who we are and trying to, no. You got to stop shaming yourself. You got to stop blaming yourself. You got to stop guilting yourself. You got to stop, you got to stop all that. Hey, Guy, happy Halloween. Love you, bro. Have a great one. I encourage you guys all today again. You know what? Speak highly of yourselves. When you speak, I want you to really take a look at what you're saying. Is it positive? Is it uplifting? Are you empowering yourself and others? Or are you destroying yourself and others? Just by speech alone. Are you sitting there blaming yourself? Are you sitting there blaming anybody else? Are you sitting there shaming yourself? Shaming anybody else? Are you sitting there denying yourself or denying anybody else? These are the things you got to check. And if these are the things you're doing, you got to correct them for your own being, nobody else. Because nobody else matters. Straight up, they don't. You matter the most in your experience, no matter what, because you're the driver. So I want you guys to look at it this way this morning, okay? Look at it like your soul is the driver of your physical, which is your car. So, are you going to get into the car trusting the driver, or expecting the passenger to drive while you're in the driver's seat. That's what I want you to check. The same way you're going to get into your car, start it, and drive it, well, that's the same way your soul is driving your experience. So you're not going to trust another to take the wheel while you're at that driver's seat. So that's what I want you guys all to check today. Okay? And understand that the only perfection in this experience is what is giving you the experience. But I want you guys to be in control of your being. 100%. And yes, it takes a while to get there. And I am still trying to self-master. You guys all saw it last week. I had a really intense week. But hey, like I mentioned, I had an aquarium smashed on me in my living room. Why? Because I stood up for myself. That's why. But hey, what did that bring on? Everything else that comes with it. But bring it on. I'm okay. Yeah, it was hard getting through it. Yeah, I lost a lot of stuff. Yeah, I felt like I was going to actually kill the other person. But I had to hold back. I practiced the pause. But I'm okay. And things that I lost, yes, they meant something to me, but hey, they're gone, they're gone. What can I do about it? Simple. Last week was a really rough week. There's a lot of things on my plate. But I'm not going to sit here and tell myself wrong things. I am who I am. I love who I am. I will keep pushing forward, and I will stand up to anything that I have to for my own self. No matter what it is. Doesn't matter. And I encourage you all to do the same. And during it all, I will not sit and shame myself. I will not blame myself. And I will not judge myself. But I will definitely not deny myself of being okay. No matter what I have to live. And I don't want any of you guys to do the same. I want you guys to empower your beings. Deal with shit head on, no matter what's coming at you. But own your being, because you will choose from that point where to maneuver and how to maneuver. And when you see things happening like limitations, that's where you got to tap into your creative power. And when you see obstacles like I've been faced with constantly, well, I got to take the time to learn. When I'm seeing all these setbacks, I got to reassess. I'm like, whoa, hold on here. Maybe I've been putting my energies somewhere where it's not meant to go. So I just need to hold back and reassess and put my energies somewhere else for now. That's what I do. But I got to practice the pause. And if I don't practice the pause, I hate to say it, but I would have ended up with some serious charges. So practice the pause. Because if you don't, it could be life-threatening for you. That's real stuff. I know that for me, I can proudly say it, with the intense energy that I carry and that I project in my life. Yeah, sometimes if I don't practice the pause, it is life-threatening for myself and the other being. Straight up. I didn't beat death to be punked off or disrespected. So, I got to practice the pause more than ever now in my life. Straight up. But all is good. And I understand that there's nothing perfect in my experience other than what's given me life. It's as simple as that. And I know that there's nothing greater than the power of my soul. Nothing. So I remain from a good state. I'm a loving being, and that's what I stay true to, because I want to work in alignment with what's given me life. Doesn't mean that it makes it any easier for me. Actually, it makes it very much more difficult for me. When you decide not to make excuses for yourself or others, it changes your whole world. When you see things coming at you for what they are, and you see people's intentions, and you have to practice the pause and accept it for what it is and what the lesson is, it is not always easy. It's like constantly taking steel boots to the face. Seriously, that's what it feels like for me sometimes. But I'll get through it. That's why I encourage you guys, it doesn't matter what's happening. You can be okay. No matter what. Because I'm telling you, the intensity of my life is not a walk in the park. Never has been, never will be, and that's okay. Like my cup says, I don't give a sip. Okay? Today's a brand new day. You're a brand new being. You experienced yesterday, no matter what it is you had to live. You got to work in alignment with what's giving you life. And that's where you're going to find the perfection in your being. Because nothing else is perfect. But it's okay. You can be okay through it all, no matter what. So I encourage you all to be grateful for anything coming your way. Even if it's hard to endure. Because the hardest hits that I've taken in my life have been the biggest turning points for me. And that's why I say bring them on. I will not steer away from anything. Because my hardest hits that I have taken in life have been the best things for me. And I'll be okay during it all. Yeah, there'll be moments where I won't feel so okay, but I'll fix that quickly. Because that's on me. And I'm fully aware of that. And like I mentioned before, when I think about my personal life, I don't have any stress. I don't create stress in my life. I don't. I don't do things that I have to be sorry about. I don't say things I have to be sorry about. I don't shame, blame, guilt people. I don't judge people, all that stuff. Nah. Everybody can expect one thing from me, and that's to be Tobi. And to be unconditionally loving and want the best for every single person out there. Why? Because I know what suffering's like. Anyway, I encourage you all, set a high vibe, be grateful. When you see a limit, get creative. When you see an obstacle, take the time to learn. Because if you don't, you're going to get caught in a repetitive cycle until you learn. You know, I asked myself for years, why do I keep attracting this shit in my life? Why do I keep attracting this? And why do I keep attracting it? It's because I had to fix my own being, okay? And I didn't take the time to learn. I was always trying to hop on to the next thing without really assessing and learning and getting to know myself. Now that I have, it changes everything. But it also changes the dynamics of what I have to live. Because now I understand that every interaction that I have is meant to be. And I'm supposed to learn something from it. And every situation is supposed to be. Because I'm supposed to learn. So if you're always seeking learning, you understand that there's no good or bad. You're learning. You know, you don't shame, blame, or guilt your kids when they're learning, right? You tell them it's okay, they're learning. Well, do the same for you. Because I don't care if you're 75. You definitely don't have it all figured out. Actually, I would think if you're 75 out here, you're more stuck in your belief systems than us younger version is. Anyway, guys, happy Halloween. I want to see pictures. Okay? I won't be out there. My kids are grown. And my granddaughter, it's her first Halloween, but with my heart and stuff, I won't be out trick-or-treating. Okay? I love you all. I want you guys to get the most out of your experience, get the most out of your day, set a high vibe no matter what. All right? I remind you again, see a limit, get creative. See an obstacle, take the time to learn. See a setback, assess. Redirect your energies. But most of all, practice the pause. Why? Because when we have these reactions, they last 60 to 90 seconds. If you take a minute to breathe and not think anything, just breathe, you're definitely going to respond differently than if you react right away. Definitely. There's no way that once your emotion subsides and your logic kicks in, that the shift won't happen also for the reaction, because it does. Anyway, I love you all. Happy Halloween. Get the most out of it. You're sourced by an infinite, unconditional love that loves you no matter what. I'll remind you guys all today that the only perfection in this experience is what is giving your soul life. Own your beings. Be better beings today and every day. Okay? You're brand new and it's a brand new day. So get the most out of it. I love you all. Have a great week. Set some higher goals for yourself. What do I mean by that? Hey, set a goal for yourself that you will not be affected by anybody else this week. What do I mean by that? That, hey, no matter what somebody says to you, no matter what somebody does, you won't be affected by it. Try that. Okay, this is what I mean about setting goals for yourself. To maintain your well-being and nothing else. Because nothing else matters. Right? I love you all. Have a great day. Peace.